Hey you guys, it's Diane, and tonight I am going to share with you some of our healthier go-to dessert options. So I know one of the most difficult things when you're trying to kind of change your lifestyle and incorporate some healthier food options is you feel like you have to give up everything that's good. And I know we've been there as a family, and I've done a lot of research and have spent a lot of time at the grocery store reading food labels, and I can tell you that there are some out there and they are amazing, and I'm going to share with you tonight some of our family's favorite dessert options or kind of just sweet snack go-tos. So for ice cream, we have generally been reaching for, it's the So Delicious brand of ice cream. It's dairy-free, mostly soy-free. You do have to read the label on those, and quite often gluten-free, but they're really good about labeling their ice cream, like their pint canisters, so you'll know when you pick one up if it, okay, you'll know just by reading the canister what it has in it and what it doesn't pretty obviously, but I always go back and read, and like I said in a few broadcasts ago, probably last week, when you're reading those ingredients labels, you want to make sure that you're reading the allergen statement. So make sure that there's no gluten, there's no soy, and there's no dairy. And once you got that cleared, then usually you're pretty fine. So we just found a new brand of ice cream, and my daughter actually found this when she was out with some friends, and it's called NadaMoo, which is basically a play on words. So it's dairy free, so there's no milk in here. And it is also soy free and gluten free, and I read the ingredients label. Everything's pretty organic, or just that kind of farm certified level of ingredients. So I would say this one is a pretty safe one to go to. I had a little bit of my kids. They had the cookies and cream tonight, and it was amazing. It's made with coconut milk, and like I said, there's no soy and there's also no gluten in these. So you can have chocolate ice cream, and you do not have to give into the soy, which we know we're all trying to avoid, especially as women who are going through some hormonal changes. So NadaMoo is a good option, as well as the So Delicious brand. But the So Delicious brand, make sure that you are reading the label, because depending on the flavor of the ice cream will depend on what ingredients are in it. So this is a good one for us. This is, I think, an Austin-based company, so it's actually here in Texas. So I'm not sure how, how they're spread out around the United States, but if you have to, So Delicious is one of those good brands. Okay. Here's another great find that Gabby and I ran into, and we found this at our Sprouts Market. We are huge whipped cream fans. We actually love pumpkin pie, and what is pumpkin pie without whipped cream on it? And we found this last Thanksgiving, and it's the So Delicious brand of whipped cream, and it's called Cocoa Whip, and it's made with coconut milk. And again, there's no soy in here, and there's no dairy in here. So this is amazing. We have it in our house all year round now, and what we'll do with it is after dinner, just take a big tablespoon of it and just kind of have it as a quick little cool snack. It's great in the summer. This is also really good to put on top of hot cocoa or a cup of tea. So I also have my chocolate tea, which I've discussed before, and this coconut whipped cream on top of this chocolate tea in the evening is a great little treat, and will kind of cure that chocolate craving or sweet tooth that you have. So it's the So Delicious brand, and it's Cocoa Whip. Okay, so another good ice cream. The kids love these. Again, So Delicious brand, and it's coconut little ice cream sandwiches. Again, these are also soy free, so these are great to have. We just kind of throw them in the freezer, and they can kind of snack on them during the summer. Okay, so if you're a chocolate lover and you like chocolate bars, I have a great solution for you where you don't have to compromise the things you're trying to stay away from to have a chocolate fix. And again, I talked about this on another broadcast probably last week, and it's the Theo, I don't know if you can see that, chocolate bars. They probably have 6 or 7 different versions of this chocolate bar. It's a chocolate bar, like a Hershey's bar. It is soy-free, it is dairy-free, it is gluten-free, and it's all made with that organic certified chocolate. So this one is amazing. This one in particular is called Salted Almond. It's 75% dark chocolate. It's amazing. Again, what I love about these bars is they're portioned off into these perfect size squares. So you just kind of pop off one square, and that's pretty much all you need. One little square, cup of tea at night, or one little square with a glass of wine, and you will feel very satisfied and feel like you're not having to give up chocolate because you want to have a healthier life or you want to follow a food plan. So remember, with the 21-day fix, you do get to have treats, and they're in this orange container. So one of these squares would equal one orange container on a 21-day fix meal plan. So you're not breaking any rules by adding in a little bit of chocolate there. This is another version of it. It's the organic fair trade chocolate sea salt. This is great. It's salted chocolate but without the nuts, and then this is salted chocolate with almonds. Awesome. Both of them are awesome. Okay, this is one that my son eats probably a couple times a day, and that is the Theo peanut butter cups with dark chocolate. I think they have a milk chocolate version as well, but there's no dairy in it. It's just kind of that lighter, milkier chocolate flavor. He says these taste better than Reese's peanut butter cups. I have to agree. They're very satisfying. They're like in a nice little heart shape. They're really cute. And you splitting one of these, so there's 2 pieces in each of these packages, and one is enough. It's very dense. The peanut butter inside is very creamy and very satisfying. So just having 1/2 of this is plenty to satisfy like a sweet or a chocolate craving. Rachel, you can find the Theo bars. I found them at a Sprouts market. They also have them at a Whole Foods market. So any one of those kind of higher end specialty like Whole Foods or healthier kind of farmers market kind of stores, you'll be able to find them. And if you can't find them in the store, just go to their website, or you can find them on Instagram. They're on Instagram as well, and see if you can send them a message and see if they can kind of direct you to a store in your area where you can find them. But they're called Theo, Theo bars. Okay, so that's that. And then the Theo bar also has, and this is one of my favorites, tastes just like a Mounds bar, and it's classic coconut, and there's 2 pieces in here as well, so it's just like if you had a Mounds candy bar. And then they also have one that's like an Almond Joy, so it has almond on it. This tastes just like a candy bar. That would be unhealthy, but it's totally healthy. No soy, no gluten, no dairy, no hydrogenated corn syrups, none of that stuff. Everything is that fair trade chocolate, very high-end organic everything. Again, 1/2 of these would count as your orange container for your 21-day fix, so you wouldn't have to feel like you were cheating, and you don't have to sacrifice any of those healthier options that you're trying to incorporate into your life. So Theo, coconut, like Almond Joy Mounds bars, but the Theo brand. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's say you want to make some cookies at home and you want to kind of stick to your plan. I know if you're looking for anything that's chocolate, you are going to run into soy issues. So any like mainstream chocolate is going to have soy in it. So you have to really read those labels and look for that higher quality chocolate. And another great one, and this one I know for sure you can find on Amazon, and Rachel, you might want to check Amazon for the Theo bars as well. This is the Enjoy Life brand, and this one is Mega Chunks, and it is the semi-sweet chocolate. Tastes just like semi-sweet chocolate. They also have a dark chocolate version, and they have mini chocolate chips as well. So would look like any other cookie that you're making. I used these just this weekend when I made some gluten-free pancakes for the kids, and I took some of these Mega Chunks and I mixed them in a bowl with some coconut oil, and I microwaved it so it all melted together, and we poured it over some gluten-free pancakes as like a chocolate syrup instead of having a very high fructose corn syrup, you know, that maple syrup or whatever that we'd be putting over our pancakes. We used coconut oil and these soy-free, dairy-free, nut-free chocolate chips, melted them in the microwave and poured them over our pancakes. Our kids absolutely loved them. So that's a good option if you don't want to give your kids syrup on their pancakes in the morning. Okay, so another good go-to that we always have in our house, and you might notice that we are kind of chocolate lovers around here, is the PB2 powdered peanut butter. Again, this is just like peanut butter, but it's powdered, so they basically press all the fat and oils, and what you're left with is a peanut butter flavored powder. And this one is the chocolate version. Again, this is one of those things that I put in shakes, or I will put some water in with this. and make it as like a dip for apples. So this is really good with green apples, and you take the chocolate PB2, you add a little bit of peanut or water to it, make it like a peanut butter consistency, and then you can dip some like apple slices in it, and it's a great go-to snack. No fat, very low in sugar, just one of those things that if you want to have a taste for something chocolatey, this will kind of do it for you. And again, this is one of those things that if you mix it with some coconut oil, put the powder in, melt it in the microwave, stir it up, you could drizzle this on everything. You could put it on your pancakes, you could put it on your popcorn, you could, you know, drizzle it over strawberries. And we did that with strawberries as well. We took some of this chocolate PB2, mixed it with coconut oil, and then dipped strawberries in it. And then as soon as the coconut oil cools, it hardens back up. So it created that nice chocolate coating over strawberries, and we didn't have to sacrifice what we're trying to do with our health. And so we stayed away from soy, and we stayed away from all those high fructose corn syrups because we used coconut oil instead. And then we just added some powdered PB2 to it. So those are the desserts that we go to on almost, I would say, almost daily. We don't deny our kids any desserts. We don't deny ourselves desserts. We sort of mix it into our plan. The only thing that we are very diligent about is making sure that we do not step away from our goals, and our goals for ourselves are to stay away from soy as much as possible, especially for myself and my daughter. We try to stay away from gluten as much as possible, as much dairy as much as possible, and then anything that we can get that has that organic, fair trade chocolate, or has any of those organic ingredients that are just higher quality, we like to reach for as well. So I hope that helps you guys with some of your dessert dilemmas. I know it's tough out there, but trust me, they're out there. I have spent hours, Gabby will attest to this, in the grocery store reading labels, and we have finally narrowed it down to the things that we don't have to make any sacrifices for and still have some treats in our life. So Theo chocolate bars, if you can't find them in your Sprouts or your Whole Foods or your kind of specialty nutrition kind of stores, then I would say maybe look for them on a website, on their website, see if maybe they can direct you to the right place, or look on Amazon, see if there's a retailer there that might be selling them. And then the Enjoy Life, for sure, I get that on Amazon, and you can also get that at Sprouts as well. PB2, I usually get this when they're offering a Groupon, and I buy them by the sixes, so I get like 6 of these at a time, and I just put them in the cupboard, and so I have them when I want them. And then, of course, the ice cream. This is a new find of ours, NadaMoo. It is made here in Austin, Texas, so it might be one of those local things. But if you can't find NadaMoo, then So Delicious brand ice cream, they have coconut and cashew milk now, is a really good option where you keep all of those scary additives out of your ice cream, but you can still have a nice treat at night. The things you want to look for: soy, gluten, and dairy. So I hope that helps you guys. If you also are doing the 21 Day Fix, keep in mind that there is a great recipe book for the 21 Day Fix called The Fix 8. And it has a whole section on desserts in there and healthy ways to incorporate some desserts into your family's life. Again, you know, just use this as some ideas if you need to kind of get some ideas of how to make some stuff at home. There's even a chocolate chip cookie recipe in there. And I'm sure, you know, this one doesn't call for special chocolate chips, but now you know with Enjoy Life, you can just substitute these in for the regular old soy version of chocolate chips, add in the Healthy Life or Enjoy Life version, and then you won't have to make any sacrifices for soy as well. So any questions, let me know. I will put together a list of our go-to desserts and some other options that I found and where we found them, and if there's a website for them, I'll link that in the in my list as well, and I'll create a PDF that you guys can download. If you're interested in a list of some desserts and where to find them, definitely just leave your email address below, and I will make sure that I will forward that to you as soon as I get that put together. Have a super night, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.